to Wednesday's market sit rep here at Top Gun Options. Matthew Buckley, call sign Whiz. Manage 3 model portfolios here at TGO that are all doing extremely well. Before we get into today's sit rep, if you missed yesterday's webinar, make sure you check your email for the replay if you opted into the webinar. If not, you probably missed it. Either way, go to topgunoptions.com/arsenal, and you can take a look at our 30-day test flight into our urgent alert service and our primary live trade brief. Folks, my urgent alert service is up nearly $16,000 in the past 2 months, and that's on about what? About $37,000 in haircut. You do the math. That's over a 40% return in 2 months. So if you want to check out that service for the next 30 days for $95, go to topgunoptions.com/arsenal. What's going on around the world? The Crimea-induced trading surge. We see a huge rally on the Moscow exchange, folks. As I jokingly said last week, Putin 2016, the guy showing leadership, has a lot of nationalism going on, and does what he says. We have a great trade in our primary live trade brief model portfolio on the RSX, the Market Vectors Russian ETF. It's up 2% today, and we got into it just about right here. Right about where it bottomed out. So we're a long call diagonal that's just absolutely crushing. So the RSX is having a nice pop today, which is helping a lot of our positions. Not too much on the economic calendar for today. Some actual good news with core durable goods. Whenever you see the word core, it means X something. In this case, it's X transportation items. Essentially flat, but last month's was revised down. Regular durable goods orders, including all of that stuff, airplanes, autos, all the big stuff, up. Okay, but the previous month's revised down. So kind of a Marty Feldman mixed message here. The flash services PMI, more or less in line, not too hot, not too cold. So that's kind of why we're seeing the market wallowing around here with the Dow up about 40 and the SPOOs up about 5. Real no volume or conviction to this market. We're just kind of, wallowing around. And let's take a look at volatility. And the VIX is below 14. It is time to get long the VIX. 14 is the new 12. My Top Gun options traders know this. You should know this as well. What do I mean by that? For the past year, 12 on the VIX has been the resting heart rate. Whenever we hit 12, we got long volatility, and it worked like a champ. When vol's cheap, you buy it. When it's expensive, you sell it. And look at this. I told my TGO traders that 14 was the new 12. Every time we've hit 14 for the past 2.5 months, we've seen a spike in volatility. Now it's time for a bullish double vertical on the VIX. And if you want to know how to do that, I'll show you exactly how to do that if you go to topgunoptions.com/arsenal. And from the Department of Stupidity, here's the president. If any of you cared, apparently most of you didn't because he got reelected, but if any of you cared and actually watched the debates between Romney and President Obama, this guy actually had the gall, to poke Romney in the chest with this statement when Mitt Romney said Russia is a geopolitical threat. What'd he say? The president said, hey, Mr. Romney, the 80s called. They want your foreign policy back. Russia's a friend. They're an ally. Hillary Clinton's going over there with her reset button, and actually openly mocked him for being concerned about Russia. And here we go. They went into Georgia and took over half of Georgia. They're still there. They've taken over Crimea. I guarantee you they take over eastern Ukraine. Estonia might be next. The president couldn't even stand up yesterday and answer this question and agree. Okay? It's ridiculous that the guy doesn't have enough spine to say, you know what, Mitt Romney was probably right back then. I'd respect this guy 1,000% if he said that. He didn't. Okay? So you know what before the Ukraine happened, you know what our biggest threat to national security was according to the State Department? I'll give you a couple seconds to guess. Global warming and income inequality. Take a look at what John Kerry Chamberlain was running around saying were the biggest threats before Moscow, before the rise of the former Soviet Union over the past month. Global warming and income inequality. Those are our threats to our security, folks. It's maddening to me. So yesterday, the president said, yeah, Mitt Romney still is wrong. The biggest threat, in my opinion, is a nuke going off in Manhattan. I continue to be much more concerned when it comes to our security with the prospect of a nuclear weapon going off in Manhattan. Really, Mr. President? I'm concerned about a nuke being detonated in Manhattan. So all you New Yorkers out there, heads up. The president's worried about a nuke going off in your neighborhood. And you know where they're going to get the nuke if that happens? Iran. You know why Iran got nukes? Because of this president. So it's crazy, folks. We literally live in a bizarro world with zero leadership coming out of Washington, and it's going to get a lot of us killed. I'm going to be hedged. I'm going to have my AR-15s, my gold, my bullets, my butter, my guns, and my place in Montana. I'd love to see the government try and take it because it's getting ugly, folks. However, we're hedged in all our portfolios here at Top Gun Options, and we're going to potentially profit off the stupidity of others. If you go to the Options Arsenal page and it's grayed out, where this is X'd out, we got our 50 traders. We might actually have it by the time I'm recording this video. If we do, we are never, listen to me, we are never doing a 30-day trial again. I don't like that. It's way too long. It's way too cheap, and there's way too much value in there. To me, it cheapens my brand, and I don't like it. It's the last time I let my marketing department talk me into something. So if you're interested, I'd do it right now. Get on board for the price of a bottle of wine, okay? I got to run. Got a lot to trade today. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. I'll be back with Thursday sit rep tomorrow here at Top Gun Options. We'll see you.